Hi guys, happy Friday! Friday Fun Fold Day. I guess we're calling it today because we're making a really cute Fun Fold card. I actually made this card, not this actual card, but this card design about 2 years ago already. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? Time is flying by. So if you guys are still in love with the chicken, or the roosters we should say, from the Wednesday's online card class, when we used the Hey Chuck, I got another card for that collection if you want to make this one to go with those 3 cards. So let me show you that. Let me flip you over. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, so here is the Hey Chuck version of the card we're going to make today. And it's so cute. It's a birthday card. So it's your birthday, and then you open it, and then the gatefold moves. Can you see the pieces move on the inside? Look, so let me kind of show you in slow motion. See how those move? Isn't that clever? I love it. So, and I'm going to show you how I centered that greeting in the center of the 2 moving parts. So we'll do that before we actually put the inside piece, the inside pieces together. But those little roosters are adorable with their little attitudes. I like it. All right, so now here is the boy version of the baby girl card we're going to make today. So here is the baby boy using the little dreamers. Isn't it cute? So I colored the inside of the ears, and I colored his little cute cheeks, and then his tail, all with the Balmy Blue to match the stars. And then I do have some removable adhesive to hold that closed so I could take pictures of it. And then here's the inside. Isn't it cute? So I'm going to show you a different way to color the elephant. So you'll have 2 different versions, and then also show you a different way I colored the cow. Of course, we're going to use the bubble bath. I want to say bubble gum, but it's bubble bath Stampin' Blends. Such a sweet little baby card. Okay, so we're going to make it in the bubble bath. So let's go ahead. Now I do have a PDF, a printable, but I did it for the blue one for me because I didn't have the pink one made yet. So after the video, go over to my website, and I'll try to post it down below in the description area too. But for right now, I'm going to use the Balmy Blue directions because they're all the same directions. They're just a different color. But the version that's over on my website and also listed down below after the video is published, then I will add the bubble bath version. Okay, so but it's the exact same card. All right, so I just need the measurements, so that's why I made me the copy. All right, so let me go ahead and put that up there. All right, so also we got I just want to give you a quick reminder, if you want the chicken card kit, remember from Wednesday's Glitter Pit Live, here's the host code again for card kit number 34. If you really love the Hey Chuck stamps, or the stamp set and the bundle, that's still available. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab our pieces for our card. I have the bubble bath cardstock, which is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have 2 pieces of the subtles, which is the polka dotted side that I'm using. On the opposite side, you have the stripes. These are both cut at 2 by 5 3/8. Then you're going to have a piece of basic white, which is for the inside. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of the basic white. This piece is actually going to cut our 2 strips for the mechanism, but I'm going to score it and cut it with you. So this piece, starting with the basic white, is starting out at 2 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, so then we're going to cut it and score it. Then I have 2 squares in the white and 2 squares in the bubble bath. These are using the dies. Let me show you that. These are using the Stylish Shape dies. I use the largest, well, not the largest, it's the second to the largest. And I think I measured this out to be approximately 2 3/8 square. So if you don't have the dies, you can also cut the bubble bath. I just want to keep saying bubble gum. But the bubble bath, you can cut their squares at 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. So it's the second largest to the square. Okay, so cut 2 of those out. And then the next size down is approximately 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And those are with the basic white. So cut 2 of those out. Okay, so that's what I did for that. And then I cut out for the front piece for my little lion with the star. This Bubble Bath. I was looking at my Balmy Blue, and then I'm thinking I'm going to combine a word. Make it my own version of the word. Bubble Bath is cut at 2.5 by 3 3/4, and then a piece of basic white, which is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. That's for the front piece, and that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and score our big piece of our base card, and then cut our mechanism pieces. So let me grab my paper trimmer really quick. This is such an easy card. And you can do this with any card that opens up like this. You know, like a gatefold. It would work for any type of card. Okay. So let's grab our paper trimmer. The Bubble Bath, we're going to score on the 8.5-inch side at 2 1/8 on both ends. So 2 1/8 here. And then flip it over and score it again at, I got a piece of black cardstock in there, 2 1/8 again. Okay, so now this is your gatefold piece of your base card, just like that. Now, if you don't want to score it, you can also just fold it in the center and just kind of butt your ends up in the center of your card. And then take your bone folder, get my bone folder here. Then take your bone folder and then reinforce those fold lines. But 2 1/8 is really good for the gatefold. And then this is your 2 by 5 1/4. Let me just make sure. 2 by 5 1/4. All right, so on the 5 1/4 inch side, we're going to score this at 1. And I'm scoring, okay, so this is the idea with what I was going with why I cut this at 2 by 5 1/4. Because I'm going to be scoring both pieces, because you're going to need 2 pieces cut at 1 by 5 1/4. So instead of scoring them both separately, you just score the one piece that's cut at 2 by 5 1/4, score it all at one time, and then just cut it in half. So that was my reasoning on why we're just doing the one big piece. So scoring it at 1, 2, and 4 1/4. Okay, so that's on the 5 1/4 inch side on the long side, scored at 1, 2, and 4 1/4. And you're going to have these, both of these ends are going to be at 1 inch. And then this is at 2, okay? Then you're just going to turn it on the 2 inch side and just line this up at 1 inch. And you're going to cut it in half. I think I might have cut this a little bit bigger. Let me see here. It's good. So you're going to have 2 strips. Now this is for the mechanism of your card. You're going to have 2 of them cut at 1 by 5 1/4. So you can, of course, score them both at the same time or individually. Okay? So let's go ahead and let me show you how I colored all my pieces, because we can't really put the card together yet. So let me get my squares. I thought they were over here. There they are. Okay, so we'll get my squares, and then I have a piece of scrap that I'm going to stamp my little lion with the star balloon. So cute. Now look, remember last week when I shared with you guys that my husband cuts me stacks of scrap, basic white? This is just a stack. So instead of getting confused with what I'm making, he takes a black Sharpie. You guys might get some of these pieces in your kit because they are just scrap. But he takes a black Sharpie and he goes down the side of it, so he knows that these aren't going to any card in specific, you know, specifically any certain card. They're just for scraps. So like I said, this is one stack of the scraps that I have sitting on my desk that I use all the time. So this is the piece of scrap that we're going to stamp with our little teddy bear, or our lion, I guess I should say. Our lion with the star balloon. So we're going to stamp him over here. Now I did color and cut all the images already, but I want to show you what I did for coloring them. Oh, I didn't stamp that side. Hold on, let me stamp this side again. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's my little lion with the cute little balloon. And then for my 2 squares, remember these are 1 7/8 approximately, I stamped the elephant. I'm mainly going to color the elephant with you because, oh, I'm going to color the cow too because I'm going to show you what I did different than the Balmy Blue one. Okay, so here we're just going to stamp mainly the elephant. I want the trunk in the square. And then it's like, you know, the elephant is kind of like jumping over the stars or the moon or whatever. So we're going to kind of have him go up at an angle. Look, so cute. And then believe it or not, this cow, which is sleeping, he fits on here pretty good on this little square. Oh my gosh. I got another square. Hold on. I just dropped my... I thought I would have an accident, so I just brought an extra square over just in case for that reason. Because I just dropped them, and that's not good. Especially if you're coloring with your Stampin' Blends, because it will bleed through the front. So let's say I stamped the cow on this side with that mess up on the back. And I colored it. Wherever I colored it, that black ink might show through. So it's good that I brought an extra square over. So let's try this again. We're going to stamp the cow in the center, but over, I don't really want his butt, even though I want the tail. I mainly want his face and as much as I can of his front end of his body like that. But I still got the tail, okay? And then I think I'm going to close up my ink pad before I have another little disaster. And then when we get ready to stamp the inside, I'll bring that back out, all right? So let's go ahead and color. I got my Stampin' Blends here. I'm going to show you what I'm using. Of course, I'm going to use the Bubble Bath for my Stampin' Blends, the light and the dark. And then I'm also using my Gray Granite for the elephant. And then Crumb Cake for my lion. And then also for the muzzle of the cow, I'm using the Petal Pink Light. I forgot to color him in one week. I forget what it was. All right, so let me show you the cow first, what I did. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so what I did, let me show you the Balmy Blue one, what I did first. So this one I colored in with the dark, and then I colored in like the cow spots with the light. This time I'm going to color in the dark with the spots and the light with the body. So we're going to take our Bubble Bath. I'm going to color in the spots first with the dark. I'm just going to kind of quickly color this in, and then I can show you the difference so you guys can decide when you make this card what you like best. And there's really no right or wrong, so it's just whatever you like. All right, and then I'm going to, I think I colored the tail in with the dark too, right? Yeah, I think that's all I did for the spots. And then take the light and then color in the body. Are you guys seeing it? Yeah. Color in the light. It looks like Pepto-Bismol, doesn't it? Pepto-Bismol cow. But it looks so cute with the whole, you know, the whole coloring of the cow and the card. It just goes together. So cute. Okay, so there you can see the light and the dark. Very subtle, but you can still tell that there's a difference there. And then for his little hooves, I took the Gray Granite light, colored in his little hooves here. Very babyish. And then the Petal Pink Light for his nose. Right? There. So cute, that little cow sleeping. All right, and then for the elephant, let's do the elephant next. We're going to color the elephant body with the Gray Granite Light, but then I'm going to take the Bubble Bath. Let me see, make sure this is the light. Yep, Bubble Bath Light. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color in like the center of his ear, but I'm going to kind of leave an edge around the ear to color in with the Gray Granite too. Is that right? Yeah. Just leave like an edge around the inside of the ear. And then I'm going to color in his cheek. I'm just going to lightly put that there. It's going to get covered up with the gray granite a little bit, but at least I can go back and add that. Oh, wait, make sure this is the light gray granite, and I'm going to color in the ears. And then I'm going to go around the edge where I kind of made my own inner ear there. See it? And then just go ahead and color in my elephant. I like to put 2 coats of the Stampin' Blends over the, especially the larger body part of the elephant. My nose is itching. Do you see me doing the bewitching nose twitch? I want to itch it, but I don't. Okay. All right, so let's go back over it with another coat of the gray granite. Just gives it a really nice coat. You can always work in circular motions. Get that cardstock really saturated. Do you want me to show you what I was saying about if you stamp on one side of your cardstock? Look how cute that elephant is. So let me bring that one piece in. All right, so let me show you here. So we got remember our little mistake that we stamped? That's why I went ahead and threw it out because I knew I was going to use my Stampin' Blends. But let's say we're using the bubble bath again, and we're going to color the light. I don't know if it's going to show if I even stamped around the cow. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah, you can see the imprint of the whoopsie on the back side. So if that ever happens to you and you're wondering why you're seeing like lines come through, let me see if it will show up on the dark. Yeah, I see it showing up on the dark too. So let me see if you can see it. So now mind you, this is over on this side, so you can see right where I colored on the back. Now can you see that come through a little bit on the front? You can, right? So that's why I just trashed it, and I'm really glad I had an extra square. Okay? So if you do mess up, I mean, there's not saying that you cannot not use it if you wanted to use it still. This is the light. Maybe putting an extra coat over it would be better. I don't know. I can still see it. Can you see it? I can see it. Look, even with my cardstock down, you can see this outline right here, right? Let me zoom in. Because even if I hold it up, you guys are going to be able to see it because the light's under there. See how that shows through there? That's not good. You don't want that. So we're just throwing this out. But that's what happens when you color on the back side of a stamped image. All right, now let me show you my elephant from my Balmy Blue one. So you can see I colored him all gray, or the, excuse me, the gray granite. Even the ear, right? And then I didn't add a little cute cheek. And then this is the other one with the pink. Oh, wait, let me add my cheek on this one too. You can kind of see right where I added it right there. This adds a little bit more personality to the elephant. You think? So adorable. All right, and then let me show you the cow. So this is the dark on the body, light on the spots. And then this one, I used the dark on the spots, light on the body. And it's just a subtle detail. You probably wouldn't even have been able to tell that I did actually anything different without me telling you, right? But that's just something that, you know, you want to see if you like whatever you like. All right, now for the lion, I used the dark crumb cake for his main body part and his little hairdo up here. I'll just color a little bit with this with you guys. Okay, so then I went around his face. And then I colored his hands and his feet and then the outside of his belly. Now this would be fun thing to color him. Like if you wanted to add more pink or blue, depending on what card you're making. You could color his belly whatever color the card is. You know what I mean? So like for his tail, I colored in with the pink. Let me just go ahead and color this one in. We won't use it today, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you really want to personalize the, you know, for a boy or a girl. So then I would color in his face with the crumb cake light. Again, like the elephant, I'm going around the ear. Let me zoom in a little bit. Going around the ear so I can add a little bit of the bubble bath there. Okay. And then now this is where I was saying you can personalize it even more. So take the light of the bubble bath and of course color in the ears and then make some cheeks with the pink. And then you could also color in the belly if you wanted. To kind of tie in the belly with the, yeah, this is the light. I would definitely color the star in with the dark first. And then the tail. So you can kind of see how it all ties together with the pink. A couple different ways you can color in this cute little lion. So I would color in the star outline first. Okay. So there's the lion. And then you would go ahead and die cut this out. Believe it or not, the Little Dreamers stamp set, which looks like this. It's so cute. Let me zoom back out. This also has a die, which looks like this. So cute. So, of course, there's the animals that you can cut out. The elephant, the cow, and the lion. And then you also get the stars and the clouds, which you guys know I love clouds. And then you also get the shooting star, which is in the stamp set. And then this little squirrel here with the little catch, like a catcher thing. And then this, I wanted to show you what this looks like when you use it on your cardstock. So this is a little piece of my scrap that you're going to cut out with all the little stars. So it makes a really cute border. You know, and then you can also keep the stars, like I have the stars that I'm using on today's cards, but you can also keep those little stars and use them on your project too. So if you want to make a border or anything to add more, you know, pizzazz to your card, you can add a little border with this little die right here. Okay, so that's that. Let me put this back over here. All right. All right, so that's the stamp set and the die. You can get those in a bundle right now and save 10%. All right, so then you would die cut this lion out. Let me show you that again. This is the lion die that would cut out that shape for you. Really nice. Now, if you want it perfectly aligned, because you know how when you're using the die cut machine, it sometimes moves. So just use like some washi tape, or I use the Post-it note tape. Just put a little tiny piece up here in the corner and then just run that through your die cut machine. I wish we had our magnet plate. That would be so nice, you know. All right, so I went ahead and added my elephants, or my elephant, and my cow to the balmy, oh, not the balmy, the bubble bath, bubble bath squares. And then I also added 3 stars to the cow and 2 with the elephant, and I used my liquid glue for that. So let me just show you one here. I'll take my elephant. I need some adhesive. Is this adhesive good? I might get low here, so put that onto your Balmy Blue, or see, I'm still using the Balmy Blue, the bubble bath. Put that right in the center there. And then you can take your liquid glue, and then I just dotted a little dab of the liquid glue onto there. And then take your pick tool with the putty end. And I have lots of stars already cut out. So I would put 1 star there and another star right here. Okay, so that's how I added the stars, just to make it look more babyish, don't you think? So cute. Also, speaking of the take your pick tool, did you guys see that we have the take your pick crafting tips? Look at this. It's in now. Because when we launched the new annual catalog, these were not available yet. Look how awesome. You have a perforating cutter. Like, these are all adapters for your take your pick. So like you would take off the one of the ends, and then these would screw on. So they're added tools for your take your pick. So this makes like little perforated, like a little perforated cut line or a little score line maybe. So that's one of the pieces. Then you also have like a hobby blade knife, which looks like this. Hold on, I gotta pop it out. I just got them. I'm so excited. So this is the hobby blade. Be very careful. Hobby blade that attaches to your take your pick. And then I call this one your dental pick. Or it's not, but it looks like, you know, those fancy dancy tools that they clean your teeth with. Hold on, I can't pop this out. Hold on. There we go. Look at this end here. There's a really sharp needle point. Can you see it? There you are. Okay, so look. Really sharp needle point on that, which is really nice. If you want to do like the faux stitching line, you guys know that from years ago, where you just like make dots around, like kind of like this. Like it's a stitch line, but you're using a really fine needle. And then this end down here is like, hold on, I gotta unscrew it somehow. There we go. This has got like another pick that reminds me of the dentist, like for cleaning your teeth. I wouldn't use them for cleaning your teeth, but that's what it reminds me of. So this kit is in the accessories section in the annual catalog right now, and it's available. Yay! So more tools for our take your pick. I love it. Plus, when you get the take your pick tool, you get a not a bone folder, sorry. You get a stylus, 2 sizes, and you get the putty, and you get the poker tool. I think there was, and a like a little, like I want to say like a scalpel. It's not a what am I thinking? It's more like a flat. I got it in my other office there, but it's flat. You can still use that for like picking up rhinestones and stuff, but the take your pick tool and the putty are what I use all the time. So that's a little update on that if you guys have been waiting for that. All right, let's put our card together. I'm going to first put my designer paper on. I'm going to put the polka dotted side out. I want to make sure I have enough liquid or enough glue for my mechanism, so I'm going to use my liquid glue to attach my designer paper. Remember, these are cut at 2 by 5 3/8, and they're going to fit right on your panels on the left and the right side. One thing nice with the liquid glue too is it's very forgiving, so you can definitely wiggle it into place. I love it for that reason alone. I love it. And then you get, I feel like you get so much more glue than you do like any other thing for the adhesive. But sometimes you need the heavy duty stuff like the tear and tape and even the Stampin' Seal Plus. But the liquid glue is pretty good. It's just, you have to hold it for a couple seconds, you know. So when you're doing like those fun folds that you need to like put down like right now, tear and tape and the Stampin' Seal will be your friends. Or Stampin' Seal Plus. Just put a little bit more glue right there. Okay, so then this is the front of the card. Let me burnish those edges. All right, so far so good. What else do I need to do? Oh, I got to put the white piece in. All right, let's go ahead and stamp this. Now let me show you a quick way to center your center greeting of the inside of the card. You're going to take your 2 little squares here, and this one is going to go up here. So I'm going to put this in the top corner, and then this one in the bottom corner. So you can see that there's a little section here to stamp, and I'm going to grab a pencil. I'm just going to make a little bitty line here and a little bitty line there. So this is my gap. that I know that it's kind of centering. Now, mind you, when this is in the card, it's going to go up a little bit even more. But I figure if you get a greeting that would fit in this section, you're going to do really good with the greeting to be seen in the card. So you can see my section here with my pencil, right? So now I'm going to take my stamp and my Memento ink. And this says, congratulations on your new little one, I believe. Let me see here. Congratulations on your new little one. Yep. So we're going to stamp this right in between those pencil lines. Okay. And I'm going to erase my pencil lines with my sand eraser. If I can get it. So I'm going to erase my little pencil line here and here, so they'll never know it was there, right? Okay, so that's pretty much going to be in the center between my two little mechanism pieces here. I'm actually going to put my cow up top and then my elephant, okay? So definitely keep a greeting that's kind of going to fit right in that section, all right? So then we can go ahead and put this piece on the inside of our card. I'm going to use the liquid glue again. I should have grabbed over Stampin' Refill. Whoa, that came out fast. Holy moly. Gotta spread it around. This is one thing too. I don't know how often you guys open the other end, but there is like an applicator on this end that kind of spreads it around so it's not so clumpy like I just did. It kind of like spreads it out where it's not so thick, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like at an angle, like diagonal wedge. And the glue does come out that end too. Let me show you here. So it does come out of that end. See how the angle is? And then there's a little hole in the center. So you can use that end to spread your glue around as well. All right, so we're going to put this in the center of our card the right way. And again, with the liquid glue, it's a little forgiving. Just going to center that right about there. Okay. That's it. All right, now, since we got our squares done, let's get this is the last piece for the front of the card we got to put together. All right, so we're going to grab our two mechanism pieces. Get all this out of the way. We're going to take our one end with the 1 inch. The 2 inch and the 1 inch down here is going to go down last in the card. So we're going to put adhesive on the 1 inch over here. And then you're going to put some adhesive on this center section right here, because this is where your little elephant and your cow are going to sit onto that longer section right there. So you have your 1 inch over here, then you have that long section, then you have your 2, and then another 1 inch on that end. All right, so we're going to take this where I needed my adhesive. So we're going to put adhesive here and then some over here. I might have to go get a refill. I don't think I'm going to have enough glue. Let me see if I have some over here. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Oh, this one looks like it's running out too, but there's still some in there. All right, so 1 inch over here, this side. Then we're going to take our cow, because that one's going to go on the top. We're just going to center that between these two score lines right there. Okay? So just center that on there, just like that. So this is the sticky part. You're going to take your card, and then you're going to line this square. You don't want it to go above the card. Okay? So keep it within that border of the bubble bath, bubble bath. And then you're going to take that 1 inch end with the adhesive and butt that right up to your score line on the left. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and fold that panel over and stick that down. Okay, then you're going to open up the card, take your adhesive again. This time we're going to put it on the opposite 1 inch right here, or the 1 inch end right here, because then this is the 2 right here that folds. So you're only going to put it on this end here. And you can use your tear and tape for this if you want. Then you're going to fold that over and then fold it all flat. So your 2-inch is tucked here. You're just folding that 1-inch end over and then folding it on the card, just like this, with it open. Okay, so then that's what's going to make the card move. Ta-da! Let's do another one. We get another one so you guys can get it. All right, so remember how we scored it at 1, 2, and 4 1/4. So we're going to use the 4 1/4 inch side, and these are both 1 inches on the end. So this is going to have the 2 score lines, remember? So we're going to use the 1 inch score line first. So we're going to put adhesive on there. And then also on the long section right next to that. Okay, so 1 inch and then the long section, because that's where our elephant is going to go. Just like that. Okay, take your elephant, put it between those 2 score lines. Just like that. Oh, wait, no, it's going to go the other way. Sorry. This is going to go on the right-hand side, so sorry. 1 inch is over here on the right now. Then this is the centerpiece, so take your elephant, because if I would have done it that way, my elephant would have been upside down. So the sticky part, your 1 inch, is going to go to the right side here, and then your elephant's going to go in the center again. Okay, and then this is why we centered those 2 squares around that greeting. Okay, so you're going to center your square. Remember, you don't want it to stick out the bottom, because this is going to fit into a regular size envelope too. So you're going to take that and make sure your square is lined up with the bottom edge of your card this time. And then you're going to take that 1 inch sticky part down here. And you're going to line it up to that score line on the right hand side. Okay, and then close that panel over and stick that down. Okay, then you're going to open it up and then fold that over. I feel like that needs a little bit of a burnishing right there. Okay, then on your opposite 1 inch score line, let me fold this too. Hold on. I don't think I really folded them, did I? All right, so fold your elephant over, and then on this end here, the 1 inch, you're going to put more adhesive. And then with the card open, you're going to just flip that 1 inch over and seal it down. Just like that, and then it's going to move. Ta-da! Don't you love it? It's so easy, isn't it? I feel like I got to move this elephant over a little bit because I hear it rubbing against my panel over here. So making sure it's still within the card, and I just moved it over a tad. So then I don't hear that. Did you guys hear it? Maybe not, but I could. So then when the card folds shut, then take your bone folder again and just burnish all your edges really good inside of for the inside of the mechanism pieces. Just like that. So then when the card opens, look how cute. I love it. Oh, I love it. All right, now let's go ahead and decorate the front panel. I already colored my lion, and I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals, or pop her up on dimensionals. And then it's just a matter of adding some stars. And I did cut out a little cloud, but that's optional too. You don't need to add the cloud. This is going to go right onto your basic white piece right here. So the idea is that the lion is just like floating away above the stars, above the clouds, you know. All right, and we're going to add another dimensional for the cloud. Now the cloud, I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way, but what way would you guys put the cloud? With the bubbles on top or the bubbles on the bottom? Which way looks better? I think like this, don't you? But you do you. So we're just going to put one little cloud up here, and then take our liquid glue, and then you're just going to dot for your stars. I'm going to put 3 on the front. Maybe one right there, and maybe one right here. Let me put a little bit more glue down here. There we go. Okay. Isn't it cute? Such a sweet little baby card. All right, where's my take your pick? There it is. All right, and then I got my stars in here. So remember, you're going to put, well, I put them in this little container for today's video, but you can make up all your stars, like all in different colors, and keep those ones you die cut out for the border, because those would look cute maybe on the polka dots too, maybe. And there is a front and a back to the star. You can feel it. The cutting edge is more on the back side, and it's more like a rounded edge on the front. And sometimes you can really look at it and see the difference. I'm going to put one here. This take your pick tool is really awesome, especially for those of you like me with fat fingers and long nails. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? I got the ears in pink, the cheeks, and the tail. So adorable. All right, and we're going to put this onto the bubble bath. Remember, this piece of basic white is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then this is cut at 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. Just going to layer those together. Then we're going to pop it up on dimensionals, but we're only going to put 2 dimensionals along the left-hand side. Depending on what side you want. You could actually have it on the right if you want, but just don't have them on all the corners, because remember, this is a gatefold. So you want it only adhering to one of the panels on the front. Okay, so this is going to go along the front on the left for me. That was my computer in the other room. Ta-da! Isn't it cute? Oh my goodness, I love it. And then you could also add some Wink of Stella. I did bring that over. Let me get that scrap cow over here. So you can like just add a little bit of shimmer, and a little bit goes a long way, especially for a baby card. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit around the star balloon. Just adds a little something, something to it, you know. I'm going to touch it on the little lemon lolly stars. That's that colored cardstock, is the lemon lolly. I just like saying the lemon lolly, don't you? All right. Do the inside stars. You could also add more if you want to the cow and the elephant and whatever. But I'm just trying to think. Less is more. But sometimes more is more, right? Do you guys remember Dazzling Diamonds? I was all about more Dazzling Diamonds. But yes, it's such a sweet little card. Now, you could sign this if you just wanted to sign your name right here. But you can also add another piece of basic white to the back side and, you know, write a whole message to the baby if you wanted. But it's so, so very cute. And it does move really good. And you can also just add one of the moving pieces if you wanted to, too. So you can customize this card however you want. So there's the bubble bath version. Let me get you the other one so you can take a quick look at those again. Also, don't forget, down below in the description box, I will have the updated PDF in the bubble bath version, not the Balmy Blue. I just didn't have the bubble bath version made up yet. So I will also have all this over on my website for up close personal pictures if you want to see them up close. So here's the Balmy Blue one. Same card, just different color. You gotta have a boy and a girl, right? All right, and then the chicken. The chicken. Where's my chicken card? The chicken. What more can I say about the chicken? He's just cute. Or not the chicken, sorry, the rooster. I've been corrected. It's the rooster. Hey, Chuck. You know, we had the hey, chick, hey, birthday chick. Now we got hey, Chuck. It should have been hey, yeah, I guess that is kind of cute the way they did that, right? Hey, chick and hey, Chuck. So cute. And then this one says, you rule the roost, because it's a birthday card, right? And this is the blueberry bushel with the same designer paper that we used for that. This was the one thing that we had in common with our card kit this past week, this Wednesday in the glitter pit. We used the blueberry bushel and the pecan pie and then also the lemon lime twist. And this, the card kit had one common theme, which was the glorious gingham designer paper, which we all love that paper. This was a gift card holder. Let me show you that. Look how cute. So if you want this card kit where you get all the consumables for this, you'll have to watch Wednesday's Glitter Pit. That was when we're live at 3 o'clock Eastern on YouTube. And then you use this host code. Let me grab that one last time. This is the host code for card kit number 34. Okay? So you just go back another video and you can see all the details on that. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope your Friday is a great Friday. I'll see you guys next week. We'll have another fun fold maybe. Maybe I'll do a box. Maybe I'll do something. If you have any suggestions, I'd like to hear it. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And then don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.